Day here at HSN. In fact, we have waited all week to drop this weekly deal. We launch them every Monday. They expire every Sunday. 7 deals, last 7 days. But Curtis didn't arrive until today, and already very popular. You're getting the 8 count of the sirloin steaks. Each one of these is a full 6 ounces. They are thick, they are juicy, they are tender, they are perfectly marbled, they're hand selected, they're hand cut, they're hand trimmed, individually packaged. You can keep them frozen, and you will always have an amazing meal. Nothing says Father's Day like steaks on the grill, or a summer barbecue, Memorial Day picnic, or the 4th of July. If you get it now, we have a great value that's saving you $25 off the price. Let's go to Chef Curtis. Let's find out what makes this sirloin so tasty. I've been enjoying it all evening long.
Isn't it so good? I mean, look, they look like fillets and they cook just like fillets, right? But this is a sirloin. Now, sirloin is rich in flavor, much more flavor, in fact, than the fillet. The fillet, of course, is extremely, it's the most tender steak you can buy. It's why it's the most expensive. But the sirloin is a wonderful, close friend of the fillet. It eats very similarly, but frankly, has more flavor. So I'm gonna put them down. You're taking home all 8 of these big 6-ounce sirloins. Thank you so much, Matt. They look absolutely wonderful. Let me go ahead and bring one of these over so I can cut into it for you. Now, things always, let me just see how that slices through. I mean, can you see how juicy and incredible that steak looks? Just so beautiful, right? And then I'll continue to cut on through that. And yes, this one's nice and rare. We're gonna do some rare, we're gonna do some medium well, we're gonna do some medium for you. But look at how juicy these steaks are, right? It is just so, I mean, you can just see it right there. Now, if I show you something else, I can actually pick up a fork and I can actually cut right on through that sirloin steak with my fork. So it just goes to show how tender this steak is. The flavor, oh my goodness. Wow, it is grass-fed, so it's a very natural product. It just melts in your mouth. And that's what's so special about it. I'm gonna slide that beef off. I want you to see how many slices. You know what, mate, give me a fresh board. Thanks, mate. I want everyone to see just how many slices you actually get out of each steak, okay? So look at my knife just glide on through it. 1, 2, 3, that's a little wimpy, that one. Let's call that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 slices, right? So if that's enough for you, if that's enough for your partner, then each one of these steaks is really giving you 2 portions. This beef comes from one of the most incredible parts of the world. It is grass-fed. You can see I'm just putting a little chimichurri sauce. Now, this is in honor of where we're sourcing this beautiful beef from. It is coming from Uruguay in South America, an absolute mecca for grass-fed beef. Now, we don't get this very often. In fact, it's the first time we've ever been able to bring it to you here for HSN. You know what, Rocky? Show everyone downstairs at Gwen, because I'm literally standing above the butcher's shop right now. I've owned this butcher's shop now for 8 years. We source the best meats in the world. It's that simple. We go all, you saw me on Travel Cook Repeat, where I run around trying different things from all over the world. One of the things I love is visiting ranchers and farmers, and we go to these different places and we find you the best. I bring in Wagyu from Australia. I bring in beautiful pork and lamb from Colorado, pork from here in America. So, you know, in Pennsylvania, actually, we really do just source the best of that. We don't discriminate. We just say, well, where can we find the best? And this Uruguayan grass-fed beef is up there with some of the best beef I've ever tried. Have a look at how I can slice through it, and have a look at the juiciness. I mean, I don't have to say much, do I? Because you just look at that and you're like, oh my goodness, that looks absolutely divine. And when I cut through, every slice is as juicy as the last. The flavor is just, I don't know how to describe it other than it is just a rich, natural, wonderful flavor. They come to you individually packaged, so you just take one out when you want one. Oh, flash frozen. Sarah, take over. I'm having a moment. This steak is just so good.
You have a moment with your sirloin. Every man should have his moment. A great idea for Father's Day. So there's a couple ways that you can place your order. You can get delivery right now. You can also say, put me on auto ship. That way in the future, you lock in this price. And that's a really great idea when we offer a weekly deal drop. This is a deal and it's only good through tomorrow. And then that's it. It'll be $25 more the next time you see this on air and online. So if you say yes to auto ship, you'll lock in this deal. You'll get all 8 of the 6-ounce grass-fed sirloin steaks served at your convenience in the future. And you can schedule that at any time. There's also a second delivery date you can choose, and that's the end of June for 4th of July weekend. So maybe you're thinking, yeah, it's gonna be fun. We've got family, we've got friends coming over. You love grilling, you love celebrating, you love hosting, you love entertaining. Have incredible grass-fed sirloin steaks for everyone there. And you're gonna be the toast of the town. You're definitely gonna be the hit of the party. You're gonna be the place to be. And if you choose that delivery, that'll come the end of June, just in time for 4th of July weekend. So you can get it now, you can get it at the end of June, you can do single shipment, you can do auto shipment, but don't miss out. This is a brand new weekly deal drop. And let me tell you, these are thick, they are incredibly and beautifully tender. I don't even have a steak knife here. I just want to share this with you. I don't even have a steak knife, and I'm able to slice right through that. You can probably cut this with the side of your fork, and then look at how beautifully, incredibly rich and marbled it is. You get tons of juice. You get a tender and juicy bite. Oh my gosh, the juice is just spilling out all over, and you're gonna get flavor. You're gonna get that richness. You're gonna get that little buttery taste. It just melts in your mouth every single bite you take. Okay, Curtis, now I'm having my moment with my sirloin.
You're having your moment.
We're both having moments.
I've got your steak knives over here.
Oh,
and
very
if you
good.
want some steak knives, we'll deliver them to you. It comes in a set of 8. They're beautifully gift boxed. Let me show you. That's the actual front of the box. But they're gorgeous little steak knives, so you can pick those up if you like. I'm using my Japanese steel knives. Have a look at the tenderness. I mean, if you don't mind me using my fingers, I just want you to see how juicy and succulent this beef really is. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. This is grass-fed, so you know what you're giving your family is the absolute best, the most natural that you can find, and you can see how my knife is gliding through. So whether you like it rare, medium rare, well done, that's totally your call. Here's how you tell. You guys, you'll pick up your kinetic thermometer, you give it a really quick shake. This is where you absolutely need that thermometer to be, we've printed all of the donenesses, right? So all of the temperatures that you're gonna wanna cook your steak, probe it right into the center, and I'll be able to tell you how this steak's cooked before I even cut into it. 135, okay, that's medium. Perfectly medium, let's go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna cut straight on through. And again, look at how the knife just glides through. So see how this one is just a little more done than the ones before. Perfectly medium. I'll cut through it one more time, and it will be just as juicy and perfect there. I mean, look at that beef.
Curtis, I've got a question for you. That, by the way, that's like mouth-watering delicious. The bite I just took was amazing. It was incredibly mouth-watering. Let us know, how is this different from the steaks that you buy at the grocery store? Because you're a butcher by trade. This is how you started your career. How are these steaks different from what I could buy at the grocery store right now?
I'm sorry, I can't help myself. But most beef in America is grain-fed. Sorry. Most beef in America comes off what's known as a feedlot, which is where the cattle stand on concrete, the grains go into the bin, they eat the grain, and that's how the majority of the beef is produced here in the US. There is grass-fed beef in America, absolutely there is. There's also little pockets in different parts of the world that just take their beef really, really seriously. Think about Argentina, think about Uruguay, think about, I'm actually standing right next to I always say this when I pour the Malbec that's made in Argentina. Argentina is known for 2 things. It's known for their beef and their beautiful Malbec when it comes to food. Now, Argentina, right next door to Uruguay, and they have a very similar culture. It's an asador culture, a parrilla culture, where that's the style of grilling and barbecuing that they do there. And of course, that means they take their beef production extremely seriously. There's a rising plane of nutrition in the grass there in Uruguay. And look at that beautiful, juicy beef. I mean, you asked me what's the difference. The difference is it's different beef. You just can't find this in a grocery store. At least I haven't come across one that stocks it. And you know what? I don't think that most grocery stores have people like me running around the world looking for these little independent farmers that create this wonderful, delicious, rich product. And when you taste it, I mean, with a little bit of that chimichurri sauce, oh my goodness. Now the chimichurri, it's just fresh herbs, a little bit of red wine vinegar, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of olive oil. Oh,
this is so good. It's so good. Even if you're like, I don't know if I like beef, you have to try this. You would absolutely just fall over backwards. Every single bite is so good. Yeah. We're very busy. This is our chance for you to shop the weekly deal drop. You're getting 8 of the 6-ounce grass-fed sirloin steaks. A lot of you are saying, yes, I want it now, or you're locking in auto ship. When you lock in auto ship, you lock in this price. It's a very special price. Our weekly deal drops, there's only 7 deals that drop every Monday and they expire every Sunday. So at the end of the day tomorrow, this is going up by another $25. Do it right now. I don't even know that we will have enough to last through tomorrow. A lot of you are also saying, you know what, why don't you ship it toward the end of June? Then I'll have everything I need for 4th of July weekend. Do you know what it costs to take a family of 8 out to a steak dinner? And Curtis, you can tell us. You have Michelin-starred restaurants. You're an internationally renowned, award-winning chef. It's a lot to take a family of 8 out to dinner for steak.
It sure is. I mean, look, it really, of course, depends on the steak and depends on the restaurant. But for 8 people, you're not getting out of there with the hundreds. You're probably closer to the thousands, depending on the quality of steak. Now, this is the kind of beef that we serve at Gwen downstairs in the restaurant, and it is so popular. And we have a variety of different beef that we sell. I mean, look at how juicy each one of these slices are. You can see those tender fibers of meat. Look at how it's just falling apart in my hands. Now, we ran out of the auto ship, you guys. I went downstairs. I begged the butchers to cut more. They loaded another 500 sets. They're half gone. So if you want it on the auto ship for the immediate delivery, jump in right now because it will be gone, and that is it. That is all that we can load.
And it's going to be worth every single penny. You're going to love every bite, and you're getting an incredible 8-count of the 6-ounce steaks. Shop it now, and you can get it right now, or you can eat it later, or maybe you just want both. That's what I would do. All right, a great gift for Father's Day. I mean, what dad doesn't like a nice, thick, juicy steak off the grill? Check out all of our weekly deal drops online at hsn.com. And then also, while you're there, take a sneak peek. We are 10 minutes away from an hour of DG2 featuring our 28th anniversary of Diane Gilman Fashions here at HSN. I am wearing jeans that are $18. $18.99, actually, to be exact. I'm wearing $19 jeans. They're coming up next.